guys, welcome to today's lesson. My name is Srinidhi. I've been working with Unacademy for a few months now. I teach English grammar on this platform. You guys can follow me on Unacademy by downloading the Unacademy Learning app on your phone, and please do check out the YouTube channel as well. So in today's lesson, just like the previous lesson, we will be learning a few difficult words from the Hindu newspaper with its meaning, synonyms and usages in a sentence, and also a jumbled word at the end of the lesson. So let's get started.
Hey guys, so this is the second lesson under the course Daily Hindu Analysis Part 4. So the date of the newspaper is also mentioned. So just like the previous lesson and the lessons from the previous courses, we will be learning a few difficult words from the Hindu newspaper. But unlike the previous lessons or the courses, we will not learn a proverb at the end of the lesson, but a jumbled word to which the meaning will be given in the following lesson, and also you guys can give it a try, because I will give you two hints as to, I will tell you guys if the word is an adjective, noun, verb, adverb, or what part of the sentence speech it is, and also a synonym of the word. So it will be much easier for you guys to, give the meaning or the correct word in the comment section. So let's get started with today's set of words. The first one is defunct. Defunct is an adjective that means something that no longer exists or has stopped functioning or operating. That is no longer something that is no longer in in function is called a defunct. Synonyms: extinct, gone. So something that no longer exists, it's extinct. Okay, and it is stopped functioning or operating. Example: the leader of the now defunct political party has started his own school. That means that specific leader was, he was a leader of a party which is now extinct. That means it is no longer, in function. So he has started his own school. Next one is malign. Malign, G-I-N, we pronounce it as n, malign. Okay, it's a verb which means to say unpleasant and untrue things about somebody. Okay, be it anybody for that matter. So when someone says untrue things or unpleasant things about somebody, so that act is called malign. Synonyms are abuse, run down. Okay. Example: the female political leader was often maligned by the male counterparts. That means the female political leader was often accused of false or unpleasant things by the male political leaders. Okay. Third one is ingest. Ingest is a verb which means when animals or plants ingest a substance, they take it into themselves. For example, by eating or absorbing it. So when animals eat something, they ingest it, or plants, when they absorb something, they ingest it. Example: the death of the culprit was assumed to be natural, but the tests revealed that he had ingested a deadly amount of cyanide. So culprit is a person who is found guilty of something that he's done wrong. So the death of that culprit was assumed to be natural, but then when they conducted the tests on him, the tests revealed that he had ingested. That means he had consumed a deadly amount of cyanide. Cyanide is, obviously everybody knows, it's poison. Fourth one is baffle. Baffle is a verb that means if something baffles you, you cannot understand it or explain it. So something that just leaves you dumbfounded. You can't even say anything because you don't understand it in the first place, and even if you understand it, you can't explain it to others, because how will you explain when you yourself can't reason it, right? So if you don't know the reason behind it, you can't explain it to people. So something that leaves you baffled is something that makes you very how do you put it, something that is out of someone's understanding. Okay. Synonyms: puzzle, amaze. Example: an apple tree producing square fruits is baffling the locals. That means obviously we know apple, the shape of an apple, but then this apple tree producing squared shaped fruits is just baffling the locals because they don't have any reason to explain it or to support the claim that the tree is producing squared shaped fruits. So that's baffled. So it is leaving people amazed or puzzled. Next one is mow. Mow is a verb that means to cut grass using a machine called lawn mower. So using the lawn mower when you cut grass or trim the grass in your garden is called mowing. So synonyms are cut or trim. Example, Paul continued to mow the lawn and forgot about his interview. So he was so busy mowing his lawn that he forgot that he had an interview. Okay, so the next word is exhort. Exhort is a verb that means to try hard to persuade or encourage someone to do something. So you're trying your level best to convince someone to do something, or you encouraging them to do something. So that specific act is called exhort. Okay, to exhort someone means to encourage someone to do something. Synonyms are urge, advice. We've already done the word urge in the previous lessons, alright? So the example is, the actor exhorted his fans to turn away from violence. So since an actor being very famous in that specific place has a lot of fans, so he exhorted. So that means he urged his fans to turn a blind eye or turn away from from violence, alright? So the next word is residue. Residue is a noun that means a residue of something is a small amount that remains after most of it is gone. Yes, something that is remaining is called a residue. So this is usually used in scientific or chemical terms, the residue of so and so item or so and so, solution. So the chemical items, okay? So the residue is something that's remaining. Synonym, remainder, leftover. Okay, so reminder is different from remainder. Example, experts say that using the same shampoo means that a residue could build up on the hair. That means if you, according to the experts, if you use the same shampoo for years together, the residue, the leftovers, or there could be something left behind on your hair could build up on the hair. So I don't know how far that's true, or even, it doesn't even make sense to me. So before starting off with a jumbled word, let's, pay attention to the pronunciation once again. The first one is defunct, defunct. So you'll have to pronounce every single letter, defunct. Okay? That means that which no longer exists. Next one is malign, malign. That means to say something very unpleasant or untrue about somebody. Ingest, ingest, to intake something. Baffle, so something that leaves one amazed or puzzled. Mow is to cut grass using a lawn mower. Exhort is to try hard and persuade and encourage somebody to do something. Residue is the leftover or the remaining of something. Okay, so the word that the set of letters that I suggested in the previous lesson was ASABVIEIR. Sorry. So the clues that I gave was adjective and synonym was tough. So the actual word is abrasive. ABRASIVE, abrasive. That means it's an adjective, which means you describe someone as abrasive when that person has a very unkind or a rude manners, a very unkind and a rude behavior. So that specific person is described as abrasive in nature. So example, Pamela was hated by all the contestants for her abrasive remarks. So this specific judge has been giving out bad or unpleasant or rude remarks, which has in turn caused hatred, among the contestants for her. So abrasive is a person who is always very unpleasant or rude with their comments. So yes, that is it. Abrasive, ABRASIVE. Okay. The letter that the word that I would suggest for this lesson is, so here's a jumbled up letters, that is EFNRAOISU. So obviously this specific word is an adjective, and the synonym of this word is wicked. So if you guys know what is this word, and if you know the meaning, please post it on the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson. That's it for today. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye.